So I'm going to write some commands here and let me know if if you don't know any of those commands. So we'll
Okay.
discuss those. Okay, so yesterday we talked about PWD.
Yeah.
That was present working directory.
Yeah.
Then CD command for changing directory.
Yeah.
Date command for checking the date of the system. And we
Yeah.
can use multiple options with date, with plus, percentage, and whatever format we want to use. After that, we used ls command. And with ls command too, we can use multiple options like this. If we want to check for a particular target, then we can also provide the target there. Then next commands are like if you want to copy a content, which command it is for copying the content?
CP.
Right, cp. Then source and destination. If we want to move some content, then
Move MV.
mv, source and destination. If you want to rename some file, then also you will be using mv command. Okay. Then next is mkdir and then
Yes. Okay.
directory name. So this will create a new directory.
Yeah.
Then if we want to remove a directory, which command it is? Can use rmdir
Not
and
often
direct.
used.
Okay. But this command can only be used directory is empty. So if you are trying to delete a directory which is empty, then you can use this command. But if there is some content, then you will be using rm command. Rm
Because
with hyphen r. Right.
S minus
Because
S minus R. Minus.
right. Minus r and then f if we want to remove it forcefully, and then the directory name. Then if you want to create an empty file, use touch and then the file name. Create an empty file.
Touch same as VI, right?
No, VI will open that file for editing.
Okay.
VI will open that file for editing, but touch will only create an empty file. That's it. It will not open that file for editing. Write it here. It an empty file. That's it. If we vim and again file name, then open that file for editing. And there is one more command that is echo. Why we use echo command?
Well, I don't know what is majorly used for. I've seen it before, like to return back command also.
Something like that. Mainly what
To return back.
like have you done any programming before? Have
The
you read
program,
any
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in that there is a function that is used for printing the content. Right? You use printf or print something. So just like that, echo is doing the same thing. If you write echo and hello world, it will just print
To print back.
hello world.
Yeah, print, yes.
Okay. And
But this is not majorly, this is not commonly used.
no, sometimes may be useful, like when you are using when you are creating a script, then you will be using the
Oh,
echo command.
oh, really?
Okay. Or if you want to check value of your variables, then also you will be using the echo command. These are the basic commands that we have. Okay, one more WC command, and
Counts.
then
What counts?
right word count. If you want to only count the number of lines, you can use WC-L. Mm, less command is there, less and file name, and more and file name. What
Then head.
less and more does, it just opens the content of that file in another
Yes.
screen where you can scroll through that output. Okay. So these are the basic commands which we have. And
So
any doubts in any of these commands?
all different. We have word count, file name. This count number of files, right?
Hmm?
File name. Okay. Then the second one, word count. This to count just the content of what I this one.
This
Word count
this
minus yes. The second one.
second one. This
It's
will count the
yeah.
number of lines. This
Oh,
will count the number of lines only. If we use WC hyphen W, it will count the number of words. If we use WC hyphen C, it will count the number of characters.
mm,
Or if we use this one, it will show us all three details: number of lines, words, and characters. All three. Like, let me give you an example. Okay, I'm gonna create a file using Vim editor. So Vim, and I'm creating a file solomon.txt. Once the file has been opened, if we want to go to insert mode, what should I press?
I press I.
So I, and then let me write hello and how are you? And let's say welcome to India. And now I want to save. So escape to exit from
Escape.
insert mode, then colon, W for
Okay.
write and Q for quit. Enter. Now I want to check the number of lines and all that. So WC solomon.txt. So 3 lines are there, 7 words are there, and 39 characters are there. But if you only want to check number of lines, then hyphen L. If you want to check number of words, W. For number of characters, it is C. Okay. One more command is there, that is cat. So what cat command
Oh,
does? It just shows you the output of that file. Whatever
it's
content is in that file, it will display on the screen.
so
Okay.
cat is merely to show content of a file.
Right. To show content of a file.
So
Just
same
like
as
that.
more.
Yeah, same as more, but a little bit different. Because if we use less solomon.txt, it will open the output in a different screen.
Mm.
If I want to quit from here, Q, I'm back on my terminal. If I use more here, that will also open the output in different screen. Okay, only 3 lines were there. It didn't go to another screen. But if I opened another file like etc fstep, it is also short. Let me open etc passwd. Or I think, yeah, here it is. So it has opened that file in a different screen where we can scroll through that
Mm.
output. We can
Mm.
press enter to
Mm.
scroll through the output. So best one is less, because if you use less, then You can scroll using the arrow keys. If you want to go down, you can go there. If you want to go up again, that is also possible.
Okay.
And two more commands are there, tail and head
So,
command.
mm,
What tail command does? It displays
the
the
last line, the
last 10
bottom line.
lines, right? Bottom 10 lines by default. If you want to only check bottom 3 lines, then hyphen 3 and then the file name. So it
So
will only display,
by default is 10 lines.
right? By default, it's 10 lines. If you want to change the number to 3 or more than 10, you can also do that. So tail for bottom and head
That's
for top 10
top.
lines. So it will show you top 10 lines. If you want to check top 12 lines, you can just put hyphen minus 1 2. Okay.
Mm.
So you can
Can you
use
also,
these commands.
can you also include this command in that content in that document?
Yeah, I'm gonna add it right
Okay.
now. To cat command and then file name to open that file. Head file name or head hyphen 6 and then file name to list the top lines, list the bottom lines, plus more cat chat tail. Yeah, and now let me open that solomon.txt again. So vim solomon.txt, and this time I want to copy the content, copy all these 3 lines. Okay. So for that, either you can use the mouse, but let's say you are working in command line interface. In that case, the shortcut is Y and then the number of lines from this particular cursor. So from here, I want to copy the next 2 lines. So Y 2 and then enter. So it copied 3 lines. And if you want to paste those lines, just go where you want to paste them and then press P. So
Why?
it will, right. If you want to, let's say this time I want to copy starting 5 lines. So Y and then 4, enter. So starting 5 lines and have been copied. And if I want to paste them in between, just go there with your cursor and then press P.
This is just to copy content in a file.
Yeah, just copy and paste in file using shortcuts. Okay. Then, okay, if you want to delete a line from your particular file, then you can use D twice. Let's say I
D.
want to remove this hello. So I'm gonna press D here twice, once and twice. That word
Mm.
is. If I only want to remove a character and go to that character and press X. So I want to remove this T. I'm gonna press X. That T is gone. If I want to remove this L from here, then X. Okay. Or let's say remove D. I can do that. So these shortcuts are available here, which we can use. And let me write some more content here. Okay. I want to go to insert mode, but not at this location. I want to go to insert mode on the next line. If I press I, it will go to insert mode on the same line, on the same location where the cursor is. But if you want to go to the next line, then you can press O. It will go to insert mode in the new line. Now let me type anything. Let's see, just names Lucky and we Shubham, new user, admin, Apache, SSH. I'm gonna exit from insert mode using escape. I want to copy the names from Lucky to the Apache. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These 6 lines I want to copy. So take your cursor to the Lucky and then press Y5. Sorry,
Is Y5, Y then 5 as in
just a minute. Y and then 5.
5.
Why 5? Because Y is for this line and 5 is for the next 5 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After that, press enter. So 6 lines yanked, and go to the last bottom of the file and press P. Those have been copied. Now, if you want to go back to the top of the file, you can press G twice. It will take you to the top of the file. If you want to go to the bottom of the file, then you can press Shift G. If you press Shift G, you will come to the bottom of the file. So it will be very beneficial when you are going through the logs file and all that, because
Yeah.
multiple lines are there. So you can use these shortcuts there. Then, okay, what
I want
more
to
is
be able
there?
to like in the log file. There's so many content.
Yeah,
So how do you to search for a particular string, like
right.
in that to search for a particular
We,
string, a particular figure or something string in that in that log file.
right. We will get on that with the grep command, and we have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
Okay.
So these are the shortcuts that you can use in Vim. So if I want to exit, just escape :WQ. But it is not possible to remember all these shortcuts.
Of
I
course.
remember these because I've read it again and again. But if you don't remember them, you can just go to Vim Tutor. Just write the command Vim Tutor and press enter. All the shortcuts which are available in Vim
Okay.
will be shown to you. If you want to move the cursor, it is telling you that you can use these letters. If you want to exit, Q exclamation. If you want to edit something, if you want to delete something, you can press X. Insert mode, you can go with I. For appending content, or in short, it is also going with the insert mode, but on the next character. Okay.
Mhm.
Then if you want to save, then WQ. Then summary of the first part, after that deletion, like this one. If you want to delete a word, then DW. That word will be deleted. If you want to delete to the end of the line, then you can use D and $sign. Okay. Delete mode, D2W, operating on lines. You can delete 2 lines if you want to delete, like this, to DD. If you only press DD, then a single line will be deleted. These are the
Mhm.
examples. With examples they have provided you. So in case you forgot something, you can
Yeah.
come here and search for it. Like if you have come here, just press slash and you want to search for delete. Type delete and then enter. So it will take you to the letter where the next delete is written. Yeah, I forgot to tell you this one, the undo command. Let's go back. Let me open that file again, solomon.txt. And let's say I deleted some lines from here, and here, and I also added some extra content. Now, without saving the file, if I want to undo all the changes here, I just need to press U. So if I press U, it will undo the changes and also tell you how many changes you have done.
Mm.
So if I press U again and again and again and again, so it is just undoing all the changes here.
Okay.
You will get, you are already at the oldest stage. Okay. So escape :Q. Okay, Q exclamation because we have changed the content here. Okay. So these are the shortcuts which we can use in Vim command. So let me write it. Vim tutor you can use to check the shortcuts which are available in Vim. After that, next is links. There are two types of links in Linux. First one is hard link and other one is soft link. So do you know about shortcuts in Windows?
Yeah, shortcut in Windows, yeah.
Why we use shortcut?
The shortcut to passing operation. Go to the
Yeah. We can say like to make our work a little bit easier, as
yeah,
if
yeah.
I want to open a particular directory, which is open a particular folder, which is in multiple folders. So I need to go to that location first. Only
Yeah.
then I will be able to access it. Like I want to access this VMware workstation file. So I need to be at this location. So instead of coming into these step by step, what I can do, I can just create a shortcut on desktop. Desktop, create shortcut.
Yeah.
So if I open the folder here, the shortcut here, I'll be directly go to the,
Yes, yeah.
just like that. In Linux, we call those links.
Okay.
One is hard link and another one is soft link. So there is a little bit difference between both of these. Hard link will only be assigned on files, only for
Files.
files, and
For
soft
folder.
link will generally for directories. You can do,
Directories.
create for files, but mainly used for.
Directories.
And the main difference between hard link and soft link is that if we remove the main file, we can still get the content from the link file. So even if we remove the main file, we can get the content from the link file.
Okay.
As for soft link, if the main file is gone, if the main directory is gone, will not be able to okay. So what happens in Linux is that in Linux system, to each and every file they provide an index number. Let's say this is our system, and let me me shrunk it a bit. Let's say this one is my storage, and in that storage I have these sectors here. Like this. So if a file is stored on this particular location in the first block, and the file name I'm typing, let's say solomon.txt, which is available on /root, or let's say on /root in documents, in that abc, in that def, and then solomon.txt is available. So when this file is stored in the system, we know it by name, but the system will remember the file using an index number, which will be assigned by the system. We will not be doing anything regarding that.
Yeah.
So let's say this is stored at this particular block. Then if I want to create a hard link, I'm going to create a hard link of this file on /root. If you want to create the hard link with the same name, it is also possible. If you want to create with different name, that is also possible. I created a hard link root hlink.txt.
Okay.
Created a hard link. So this hard link will also be pointing the same address.
Okay.
Yeah. This will also be pointing at the same address. So even if the main file is gone, yes.
So if mistakenly deletes the main file, so
Yeah, it just deleted that link, only the link, not the not the content from that location. So only the link is gone. The content is is available at that particular address. If we're talking about the hard link case. As for soft link, what happens? Let's say you created a soft link. Okay, a documents directory is there, and the inode number of document is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Okay, inode number, the index number which we were talking about. So when you create a link of this file, soft link of this directory, on / I created slink. So what it does, instead of pointing to that address, it points to this location, this particular directory. So now if this directory is gone, this link is not pointing to anything. The content from that location is also removed.
so gone.
So you will not be able to access the content. Okay. Let me show you an example. That way you will be able to understand it a little bit better. Okay. So in documents, I want to create a directory. Okay. Yeah, I want to create directories like this on root, documents. It should be ABC and DEF and new dir and KDIR. Will this command work?
Yes, of course.
No.
MKDR.
Yeah, mkdir, but it is not working. Why is it? Because when it is going to create this particular directory, so it found the root directory, so no issues there. It also found the documents directory, no issues there.
Yeah.
But when it is going in documents, nothing is there. So when it goes to documents to find the ABC directory, it is not finding that the directory is not there.
Yes, ABC is not available. DEF is not available.
Right. That's why it cannot create this one.
Yeah.
We can use an option here that is hyphen P. So what this hyphen P does, if the parent directory does not exist, it will create that directory. So just press
Mm.
and this time, if you check using tree command on documents, ABC has been created, DEF has been created, and new dir has been created. Okay.
Trees another command. Serious. Too many commands.
Yeah. Mainly these are the, you can say, just the basic. These you have to run again and again to remember. Those small commands are there, and even at the start, I also forgot this command if I didn't use them for 2 or 3
But
days.
you can only remember the command that you use often.
Mhm. But if you have seen that command, if you have run that command at least once, so in your mind it will be at the back, like some it will be there. You can remember it, but it will take a little bit time. Okay. So let me move solomon.txt to this location. Root documents ABC DEF new dir. So instead of writing that full location here, we can use a shortcut. And that shortcut is escape. Press escape once and then press dot. So what it does, it goes through the history of the commands, or it can, you can say, it goes through the previous commands and takes the path from there. So if I pressed escape and dot once, it took the path from the last command. If I press it again, escape dot, then the second last command. And this works in CLI as well as GUI. So if there is any path which you are using again and again, so instead of writing that full path, you can use this shortcut escape and dot.
Escape, then dot.
And then at new dir, I'm gonna move this file. So if I check tree and documents again, that file is there. If you want to check inode number of a file, index number of a file, you can use ls-il and then that location. So escape dot, again escape dot, enter. So inode number of solomon.txt is 3450967.
Mm.
I want to create a hard link of that file. So command for creating hard link is ln,
And
then the source is this one, and destination I want to create on root, and the file name should be hlink, and then press hlink.txt, let's say, and then press enter. If you check the current location, hlink.txt has been created. If you check the inode number of that, inode number is 3450967, which is same as solomon.txt.
mm.
Let me tail solomon.txt, which is in, where is it? Okay, enter. So these are the last 10 lines of solomon.txt. If I tail hlink.txt, these are the last 10 lines of hlink.
Mm.
They are same.
Yeah.
If I open hlink.txt here, go to the bottom of that file using Shift G. I want to remove the last few lines. I'm gonna press D till new user. I've deleted lines.
Mm.
I'm gonna save the file and let me tail hlink again. Before the last user was Apache, now the last user is new user, and now let me tell solomon.txt.
Yeah.
So if you change the content in any of the file in the next in the link file or the main file, the content will be changed in both the files.
Good files.
Okay, so I changed the content in link file hlink, but the content in solomon.txt got also changed. Okay, let me remove the the main file. I'm gonna remove solomon.txt. Yes, that file is gone. If you try to tail it now, no such file or directory. But if you tail hlink, you can still access the content. So your content will not be removed. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is for the hard link. As for the soft link, let me. Okay. First, I'm copying this h link to.
Can you restore back? No.
Yes.
Can it be restored back?
Pardon.
Can it be restored back?
The file.
The file deleted.
No, I don't think it will be restored.
Okay.
You can copy
So
it again.
you just make do with the link file.
Yeah, we can access the content from the link file, but if you want to get that file back again, the only way is that you can copy the link file at that location, so your content will be back at that location again. So this time I'm copying hlink to documents with the name new.txt, and I'm gonna clear the screen, Control L. Okay, so now I want to create soft link on slash. So for soft link, the command is almost similar. ln. The only difference is that for soft link you will be using -s. Then the source on root, documents, and destination on /slink. So if you list on slash again, you can check there is a link which is pointing to root documents. Okay. Also, at the start of this particular line, the first character of each permission shows which type of data it is. If L is there, that means it is a link file. If D is there, it means it's a directory. If it was a file, then hyphen would be there, the minus sign. Okay, now let me change the directory to /slink. And if I list the content, we can see the content which is available in documents directory. We just copied the hlink into documents with the name new.txt. Sorry.
Okay.
So that will be there. If I remove the documents directory using rm-rf documents, that directory is gone. And if you list on slash again, so that S-link is not available. Even if you try to change to S-link, no such file or directory, because the main directory which it was pointing out to removed. If you create it again, you will be able to access it. Obviously, the content will not be there. If you try to go to cd S-link now, you can go there because it was pointing to root documents, and now the documents directory is there again, so it will be able to go. So the main difference in S-link and hard link is that in hard link, if main file is gone, the content is still available.
It's available.
In SoftLink, if main file is gone, the content will not be available. Okay. And if you try to create hard link of a directory like root downloads on slash new link. So hard link not allowed for directory. Okay.
Yeah.
For soft link, you have to use -s. Otherwise, it will try to create a hard link. Okay. So let me write it here.
Yeah.
The commands for hard link, the command is ln, then source and destination. For soft link, ln-s and source and destination. When we use cd command, or cd dot cd hyphen cd tilde expression. Okay. So these are some special directories. Like if you only press cd, in that case, what will happen? Will take you to the current users directory. Take you to the current user home directory. If you press cd dot, so nothing happens. Why? This dot presents the current directory. To the double dot, take you to the parent directory. Current directory. To use cd space minus or hyphen, we say, then it take you the previous directory. So what is the difference between parent directory and previous directory here is, let's say right now we are at /root. I'm gonna change my location to /var and log. Okay. Now I'm gonna change my location to /root and documents. Yes. So if I want to go to root users home directory, what command should I run?
Root is a home directory. Cd dot dot.
Only cd will suffice. Yeah, either you can use cd dot dot or you can just write cd. So it will take you to the current user's home directory. If I want to go to var log, so instead of typing this full path here, what I can do here is cd hyphen. So it will take me to the previous location I was at before coming to this current directory. So before coming to root documents, I was at var log. So if I use cd hyphen, it will show us the location and then change our location to that directory. If I do cd hyphen again, it will take me back to root documents. So it just we can say switches between the old present working directory and the current present working directory. Okay. So these are some special directories which we can use, and cd and tilde expression, it will also take you to the current user's home directory. If you want to go to any other user's home directory, cd tilde expression and then username, it will take you to that user's home directory.
What is this? I didn't get this one. I thought you were still on the CD minus.
No, this is not. This is tilde expression, not minus. So what this tilde represents? Tilde represents the home directory of user. Let me write it. Tilde expression. It represents the home directory of user. So if you write tilde and then the username, so it is representing that user's home directory. Like if I write tilde and then Solomon. So if I have a Solomon user in my system, it will take me to that location. Of course, I need to add cd in front of that. If I use cd tilde expression rmal, I will be going to that location.
Yeah.
If you only write cd and tilde expression, so it represents the current user's home directory. So it will take you to that current user's home directory. Okay. So that's why when I pressed cd tilde expression and then rmal username, so it took me to the home directory of rmal user.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these are the, we can say, the basic commands which we have in Linux, some shortcuts which we have here. Okay. If I want to close this terminal, we can use Control D to close the terminal. Okay. So if I want to open a new terminal, Alt F2 and then type gnome-terminal. It will open a new terminal. If you want to check history of your system, then you can use history command. If you want to run a particular command from the history, like you want to run this one, let's say 41st command. So what you can do, put an exclamation sign and type 41. Press enter. It will search that 41st command in the history, show you the command, and then run that command.
It's more efficient to laptop. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. So you can use this exclamation sign to run any command from the history just by typing the number of that command.
Okay, this is hash.
Exclamation sign.
Okay, exclamation sign. Okay.
Right. Okay. So yeah, these are the commands which we can use here, and let me write it, exclamation sign and then history number. So I think we should stop here for today.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me send you the history too. Just a minute.
Are you the one also to take networking? No.
Yeah, networking on Saturday, Sundays, right?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Are you the one?
Yeah, I will be taking those sessions.
Oh, you know so many things.
9/20/21. Okay, so tomorrow we will be discussing the redirection part. Redirecting the output of a command into a file. So redirection how to use pipelines and variables.
Okay.
Okay. So these three topics will cover in tomorrow's session, and editing a file is already done. Moving
Nice.
content, copying content is done, and shortcut is done. So once this has been completed, we will move on with our main topics, which are needed for what we say as an administrator. Those are,
Yes. I see that you didn't use grep command.
yeah, we will be talking about grep command when we go to the logs part. So you will be able to relate
Okay.
with that grep, and another one is these tails and all that. So we will be refreshing
Okay.
these and the grep command.
Okay. Good.
So let me send you the history content. So today is 0109. Okay, then, bro. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Okay, welcome. Bye bye.
Yeah, thanks.